Welcome to the Court Case Podcast with me, your host, James Court.
And your co-host, Sweet Tea. Here on Court Case, we put our verdicts on the controversial,
The important,
and the downright strange.
So join us in the courtroom for a laugh, a debate, and to learn something interesting.
Court is now in session.
So, welcome, Max, to the show. How are you feeling?
I'm all good. Cheers, young James. How about yourself?
Not too bad. You've been an avid listener of Court Case for a while, haven't you?
On day one. Absolutely ragging your Insta.
Is
There
there
you
any?
go.
Are there any episodes or stories that have been your favourites?
What's his name? Jeffrey. I can't pronounce the
Deskovic.
second name.
Jeffrey
That's it.
Deskovic.
That was quite a really interesting one. A bit eye-opening. And just your chat up in general was quite good.
Oh, thank you.
I enjoy it.
Really appreciate that. Did you
Thanks, Max.
catch our M&M's TikTok that we posted earlier today?
You sent it to me earlier, but I haven't had a quick check of it yet. So I'll have to chase that
Fake
one up.
fan.
Fake fan. My fake fan. It's all I remember is something about crunchy and standard chocolate. That's as
Yeah.
Yeah,
far.
you're all right, Max. It's all right.
Yeah, it's all right. Don't come at me, T.
Today, guys, if it sounds a little bit different, people listening at home, that is because me and T are both infected with the COVID. So we're not recording together. We're isolating at home.
I might sound a bit bunged up too, so that's why.
Yeah. But you're all right, aren't you, Max?
Yeah, I'm built different, mate. Haven't even caught it the entire pandemic. I
Oh, thank
am
goodness.
last man standing out of most people.
Yep, I know. But I thought I was like that. I was like, I'm invincible. I'm not getting this. Damn it, I was so gutted.
Yeah.
Fresh air, all that stuff is all you need.
Fresh
You don't
air.
need to worry about anything. That's a good conspiracy, isn't it, James?
Yeah. That's what we're going to get to later on. Because Max, you love your conspiracy theories. I love them too. I'm really excited to have a conversation with you about some. But first things first is T. You put a question on the story, didn't you?
It was a question that I was watching Euphoria, and it kind of came up in Euphoria, and I was actually quite intrigued by it. It's
Right.
like, what's a bigger feeling, love or loss? And I put it on the story to see what everyone else thought. And 67% of people think that loss is a bigger feeling, and 33 people think love is a bigger feeling. So,
Okay.
what do you think, Max? What was your vote?
My vote was love on that one.
Really?
Not loss. Yes.
I 100% agree.
It's, for me, weird one for me. Loss is kind of like, it just passes for me. Well, love at the other time, it sticks around for a very long time.
Mm.
Maybe
See,
it's a bit
that's
more.
funny because what you've just said is the exact reason I went for loss.
Mhm.
Because loss is a bigger feeling at a shorter amount of time, whereas love is a bigger feeling over a longer period of time. So it feels like a bigger feeling at the time, loss.
The reason that I choose love, and this is from someone that's lost a few people, is that you can't have loss without love, right? So not only is love a big feeling in itself,
I
it
knew
also
you were going to say
causes
that.
the feeling of loss. So in essence, loss is also love. So in my opinion, that's why I think love trumps all.
How beautiful that is, James. Oh, look at that.
That's a
Thank you very
Very
much.
conspiracy theory above
philosophical
it
this
all,
time in
isn't
the
it?
morning. Nah.
This time in
It's
the
all good.
morning.
But yeah, so I'm surprised at the answer that most people picked loss, but loss is a
I'm
very
not.
sucky feeling.
Yeah, it's basically one of those things where loss is really, it's a very intense feeling, and most people remember bad things, not the good. That's what I
Yeah,
find. So that's why most people, loss is terrible. But you think about it, you need those really lows to get those really good highs at the same time.
that's a good point.
So,
Yeah,
I think it's
yeah,
really interesting that you both went for love and I went for loss.
because we're lovers, not fires. aren't
we are.
Mm.
Absolutely
I must be a
interesting.
fighter then.
Can I ask what was the split between girls and boys on that?
Yeah, of
Good
course you can.
question.
So, to be fair, more guys voted for love than loss.
That is
See,
so
we're all
surprising.
Our friends Sam and Maddie and Ari voted for loss with me.
Right.
And then another friend of mine, Matt, voted for love. And a couple of
Okay.
other podcasters voted for love. But they're mainly all male podcasters that vote for love. Yeah, really interesting actually.
Big softies.
big softies.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So, okay, I've actually never watched Euphoria. What is it? I've heard a lot about it. See,
Oh my god, I've got so.
so
The thing is, James hasn't watched it, so we can't really do a podcast episode on it. But I
Not
think
yet.
I've got a lot of unpopular opinions on it. But I love it. It's like a classic. It's not even actually when you say it's a classic, but it's like American high school, loads of drama, loads of drugs, sex, alcohol, all that lot, and it's just. But it's they've gone the extra mile with it. Like most things like this, a lot of stuff happens, but the storylines that they've got in this, it's actually intense and ridiculous. It's mad.
Euphoria is like the American Skins. Do you
all
watch
right,
Skins
I'll take that.
How can
or
you say that
Misfits?
when you haven't watched Euphoria?
Because it's what everyone on Twitter is comparing Euphoria to. Yeah, they are. They're like, oh, all the articles, all the people under it. Oh, Skins did it first, which,
Oh, fair enough.
which isn't a bad thing because it would be interesting to see an American version of Skins. So I am up for watching it.
This is so good. Honestly, it's really good.
I've also seen people comparing it to Misfits as well, obviously without the superpowers.
I
Just
can't see that comparison at
the
all. But
drugs and the sex.
it's completely different, though. This is set in like high school. That's set in like a prison.
Misfits is set in a prison.
Well, not
Set
prison,
in
but
London, and
yeah, but they're criminals.
yeah, they are criminals. But I mean, if there's drug
To be
taking,
fair, these people are fucking criminals as well.
yeah,
Actually,
I'll have to try and watch it, and then we will do an episode on it.
there's
Yeah.
dads having sex with teenagers.
Is there?
What?
Yeah,
Goodness,
so that's one of the intense storylines.
saucy,
It's
juicy.
juicy.
It's
Jinx
honestly,
James.
it's the most juiciest show I've watched in a while.
Cool.
All
All
good.
right, you're selling it to me.
Am I?
It's all
Yeah.
Have I
good.
sold it to you, Max?
Saying that I've actually never watched Skins either,
Fair
so
enough.
I can't really make any comparisons. I've watched
Can't get the
Misfits,
comparison for
but that's
that.
about it.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Right, let's move on to the big topic at hand. Okay. So recently, I bought a book myself, Conspiracy Theories by Jamie King, and it's like a compendium
Very good.
of the most
Very
popular
good.
ones with like an easy rundown of them.
Nice.
And
Nice.
we've
Nice.
covered some conspiracy theories on the show before, like the moon landings.
Yep.
Get your tinfoil hat on, Max.
Yeah, of course. Just for the viewers, because it's not filmed, I'm wearing a tinfoil hat. Because we're
Yeah.
going to start talking about this. You've got to be prepared. You've got to stay safe, kids.
And
Oh, absolutely.
Max Berry is our resident conspiracy theory expert, so he's got prepared some for us, and we're going to discuss them and talk about whether we think they are real or true or not.
Let's see if there's going to be another divide.
Yeah.
Here we go. So basically, just
Mm.
to preface this out to anyone who's listening, I'm not a nutter. I just find them incredibly funny.
Yeah, they
I
are.
just think it's so silly and so outlandish. I just find them
Well, Max, you
hilarious.
are
It's
a
like,
little bit of a nutter.
I am, but I'm a responsible one.
Responsible. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, pretty much. I've got only a couple. Didn't know how many to bring with me, so I
Okay.
sent James a few, but I can get a few off the top of my head if you want.
That'd
We
be
can
great.
start off with a relatively quite a nice one. Most people already agree with it. UFOs, real or fake? Come on.
I think that that's difficult. Are you asking?
UFOs, are they real or fake?
That's what he's asking, James.
I'm going to say real because UFOs just means unidentified flying object.
Oh my god, why do you have to get all technical with it?
So yeah, and obviously I think that's true. Whether they are government experiments or whether
Mhm.
they're actual aliens, I don't know. But I do think it's definitely either one of those two, and they do exist.
T, what are your
To
thoughts
be
on
fair, I've
this?
actually never really thought about it, but now I am. I think they are. I think they're true.
I've genuinely always thought UFOs are true.
Yeah.
Back in what was it when it all started off, like the Roswell started off the main people's obsession with it.
Yeah, Roswell.
That
Let's go.
basically, I reckon it wasn't a hot air balloon. Military technology is a lot more advanced than what they let on. They can't let the secrets go out, can they? So I reckon it was a military project that went down, but something has come visited us.
100%. Yeah, I think so too. I think you're a conspiracy theory if you think that there's not life out there.
Mm.
I think it's just the space is too vast. It's too huge for us to be the only ones.
I've
Mhm.
heard more people say that than less people.
More people say that they think aliens exist.
Yeah, more people say that there's definitely life on other planets.
Mm,
I haven't heard anyone who doesn't agree with that view yet.
yeah.
But it's if they're technologically advanced to visit us.
Yes, because they
That's
could
the
all be
UFOs.
like cavemen.
They could.
Couldn't
And then they could advance to a point where they do the same as us, but we're gone by
Well, would
then.
they be
You never
classed as
know.
cavemen if they lived on another planet?
No, but I mean primitive. They could be
Oh,
on their planet, and by the time they're smart, Earth could be gone.
okay, got ya.
Yeah.
Mind-boggling. So yeah, you got UFOs. So we saying, what's the court case verdict on them?
My verdict is real. T, what's your verdict?
Yeah, I said real, and Max said real, so that's 3
So
votes
that's
for
it.
real.
It's real.
Yeah, the verdict.
Excellent.
So
Perfect.
if they're fake, it's not true because we said it's real.
It is. It's incredibly
100%.
true. Some bloke wearing a tinfoil hat says it's true, so it has to be.
Exactly.
You should know that. Okay, that's a nice easy one. I thought I'd just start off nice and easy. Everyone can discuss it.
Get warm
It's all
up.
good. A little nice little warm up. Right, we're going on to a little bit deeper now, just a little bit scratching the surface now.
Awesome.
We're going to go on, right? Flat Earth, yes or no?
Oh, piss
Absolutely
off.
no. Could you tell us a little bit about Flat Earth and
Yes.
what you know
So,
about it?
what, basically, the Earth is flat, but I don't think
The end.
it's. Yeah, basically, it's a much larger than people are letting on. So you're not just going
Right.
to sail and fall off the edge.
Mhm.
It's actually a lot larger, and that people see the planets in the skies. They're just infographic projections.
Whoa,
There you
really?
go. That's another one, yeah. Because when they say they're planets and out there, what they're saying is they're projections. They're not actually real.
That's interesting.
Whoa.
'Cause that was going to be my next question.
Mm.
If on Flat Earth was like, how
Yep.
do you explain are the planets all also round? But no, they're just projections. Who's projecting them?
Don't know. Powers that be.
The
We can go a
powers
little
that
bit
be.
deeper. Yeah,
China.
but no, no. Come on, James. We're being serious here. This is
Um,
Illuminati territory now.
oh yeah, the Illuminati,
But
100%.
no.
I don't believe in Flat Earth. I watched a Flat Earth documentary, and the people in the documentary that believed in Flat Earth
Mhm.
did an experiment, and they ended up disproving their
They
own
just proved it themselves, wasn't it?
theory.
On Netflix, wasn't it?
Yes, it was called
Yeah.
Flattening the Curve.
Yep, that's all good. So one of my favourite jokes is, do you know what? This is another one. Do you know why global warming is not a worry? Because the sea levels won't rise. Because as we all know, the Earth is flat,
All right.
and all the excess water will just run off the sides. There you go.
Of course.
See,
T, what are your thoughts on Flat Earth?
It's definitely not flat. Like you can sometimes in certain places in the world, and like when you look out into the sunset, you can see the curvature.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah, and on a
So
plane.
yeah, on a plane, exactly. I don't see why if the Earth was flat, then why would this only be brought to our attention now when the Earth has been around for ages? That's how I think of it.
It's mental to me that back in history we used to think the Earth was flat, and then someone proved
Really?
it was round.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh,
that's where it
okay.
comes from.
and then someone
Oh,
proved it was round, and now we've gone back, and people think it's flat again.
oh, okay. Ignore my point then. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so originally you used to get burned at the stake for saying the Earth was round, wasn't it? It was that
Yeah.
serious. It's
Fucking
blasphemy against
hell.
the church. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's people that go even further than this and say that Australia doesn't exist. Um, I've seen YouTubers that have said
Well,
that
I've
as
seen
well.
we had the conspiracy theory in your book that said Norway doesn't exist, or
It's
was it
not Norway,
Finland
it's
or something?
Finland.
You knew about that one,
I
yes,
know this one
Finland.
quite well. This is the
Yeah.
one I was going to bring up.
Oh, great. Okay, run on to this one. Yeah, we
Oh, beautiful.
had it up. Finland doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist at all. It's within the margin of error for a global population survey.
What the hell?
What
The
does
entire population of the country is within the margin of error. So you could technically say every single person in that country doesn't exist.
What do
Christ.
you mean? Have you told them that?
Well, they wouldn't know. They don't exist, do they? It's just
So,
simply
What?
Sweden and Netherlands.
okay,
So
It's a
when
so
you
bit
go on
bigger. It's fake
holiday to
land.
Finland, you're not. Where are you?
You're in Sweden.
are
What?
so does that mean that there are people that are convinced that they are from Finland, that they're Finns, and they're being fooled? Is that what you're saying?
No, they're state actors being told to say that. We're getting actors now.
Why didn't I
Oh
Government's
think
been
of that?
told.
Of
There you
course,
go.
of course, they're actors. And what? So is this again? Is this the Illuminati again?
No, it's just to save people having a whole different country. So the land borders are actually larger than what they are, so they can hide things in those areas.
Save a lot. Oh, so the people won't fish in those waters
Yeah,
because
that kind of thing.
they're saying the waters are land.
Yeah,
Interesting. T, do
very.
you believe that Finland is real or fake?
It's there on the map, so it's real, right?
Have you seen it with your own eyes though? T?
Yeah. Have you been to Finland?
I've never had the privilege, unfortunately.
Okay.
Met a person, a Finn.
Yeah.
I have not. I haven't yet
I rest
seen
the
or
case.
spoken to
There you go.
Rest his case. As hilarious as this one is, I'm going to say that Finland is in fact real,
It
and
is real.
yeah, but I think that's a fucking hilarious conspiracy theory.
It's one of the good ones.
Mm.
Finland is not real. Like Australia isn't real either.
Yeah, that
They're all
was
just actors.
the people that have so much free time that they just think about making up these ridiculous.
I reckon it's just people like trolls who just think, what's the weirdest thing I can
yeah.
possibly say to get away with?
Yeah.
I watch a YouTuber from Australia called Isaac Butterfield.
Doesn't exist. Just an
Yeah, and
actor, mate.
he had someone on his show
Mhm.
that doesn't believe that Australia exists, and of course Isaac is Australian, and so he spent the whole show trying to convince him that he was real and that Australia's a real, and the guy just wasn't believing him. He's like, "No, the Earth's flat. You're an actor. It isn't real. It's all fake."
What?
Yeah,
An actor?
Yep,
What?
yeah,
it's all good. No, it's another one. Well, the court case verdict is Finland is real, I'm
yes,
guessing. From
yeah.
the
UFOs are real. The Earth
Yep,
is round, and
yep.
Finland exists. So
Yes.
we're 1 for 2.
We're really debunking these.
I
Yeah,
know, we're going through them fast. Now the next one of my personal favourites.
yeah.
Birds aren't real. They're just government surveillance drones.
I've seen this one. There's a whole subreddit for it. It's
Birds aren't real, mate.
Really?
Have you never seen a baby chick in the wild? T- Tell me that.
I've seen dead ones on the floor.
Yeah, failed prototypes, mate.
Do you know what though? Do you know what though? That's like the best one I've heard, I think. So
That birds aren't real.
And that they're government surveillance
no, that
drones.
they're like drones.
Yeah, they're government surveillance drones. They sit on power lines. That's how they charge.
Yes, they
Yeah,
do,
that's a
don't they?
fantastic idea.
Yeah,
Oh my
there you
goodness.
go.
So here's a
Because
question
how
though.
else does the government know what's going on? That's what
Mm.
I
Yeah.
like this one.
Here's a question though. So is it every single bird? So even the ones that have been
No, no, no,
jungle?
no, no, no.
Right.
It's more like your pigeons, your seagulls, your
Oh,
things
okay.
like that.
The ones that there's too many of and they're pests.
Yeah, but they're not
Right.
pests. They're just government plants
I
watching
see.
us all
So
times.
I've got power lines opposite
Yep.
my house.
Mhm.
If there's a group of birds, like, all congregating on one section of the power line, is that
Yep.
suggesting that person is of interest to the government?
Yes, they're keeping an eye on you or
I
whoever's in
see.
that area.
Right, I get it, I get it. So, next time I'm going for a walk and if I see where they're on the power lines, I should be wary of the house that they're near.
Yes, or you yourself. They could be tracking you.
Yeah, yeah. That'll be the test. Once this podcast goes live,
Yep.
we all need to check our windows and see if there's any birds congregating nearby.
Because I haven't seen any for a while near where I live. So obviously
You're off the radar.
I'm off the radar at the moment. But once this goes live, whew, it's going to heat
Yeah.
up.
T, what do you think about this whole bird fiasco?
I don't think it's real, but I don't know why, but I would love for it to be real. Not that I want the government to spy on me or anyone, but just if that was the way that they were doing it, that would be a fucking brilliant way of doing it.
I think obviously the conspiracy theory suggests that it's prevalent and they're everywhere, but I wouldn't put it past the government to make some sort of fake bird type drones, at least to
Yeah,
test.
like you see a lot of birds, like you said, sitting still. But we just look at it and think, oh, that's just a bird, but that could
Mm,
easily, with a quick glance, be a drone.
yeah, 100%.
Okay.
I kind of like it.
So I know it's true. They
I'm
are. But
I'm
not all of them, just a few of them.
Yeah, just a few of them. I'm erring on the side of truth
Mm.
for this one. I think there's definitely some birds out there that have been
I
planted.
think it's a good idea because how else are they going to get intel otherwise? Like some people just don't tell anything, don't say
Yeah.
anything.
Mm.
So it's a fantastic way of finding out stuff.
I'm going. So are we 2 for 2 at the moment?
Yeah,
I think we are. Okay, that's good. That's good. That was my favourite one so far.
that was my favourite one.
Yeah.
It's a good one. It's a harmless, absolutely funny one.
Yeah.
Now we're going slightly more outlandish ones now.
Awesome.
We're going straight in. Hollow Earth.
Okay, so this is different than flat Earth. This is hollow
Yes,
Earth. Okay,
this is
explain
Hollow
this
Earth.
one to us, please.
Right, basically, the Earth is hollow on the inside.
Okay.
So that's got a whole different ecosystem. It's got its own different things. It's basically, imagine jungles, imagine civilizations, but on the inside of the Earth.
Cool. That is
And
there
people
any
genuinely think this is real.
do they have any sort of the people that think it's real, have they got any evidence or proof?
They genuinely like to do sinkholes as like breaches in.
Oh, I see. Okay, but the thing is, sinkholes only appear in sort of under the southern hemisphere, don't they? The
It's where
sinkholes.
crust is thinnest. Crust is
Oh,
thinnest
the
around those
crust is
areas, sir.
thinnest. I see. So it's hollow, and there's other civilizations. So do you think there could be
The
there?
lizard people
You
could
think
be linked quite nicely in this.
there couldn't be other humans down there?
No, it'd be
No.
too warm and the lack of major sunlight. They'd have to have
What?
artificial lighting.
That makes sense. Yes, and no primates probably.
No, it'd be more like lizard-based society. So it'd be, I'd say, your dinosaurs.
Mm.
They some of them survived, went into the Hollow Earth, and they've got their own
Ah,
lizard society in there.
I
interesting.
don't like this one. It makes me feel really uncomfortable.
Why?
Mm.
Because, like, now I think about it. So, if somebody just keeps on digging, right,
Hmm.
in a woods,
Yeah.
Yeah.
what eventually what will they find? If they just keep on digging and digging and digging and digging, what even is? I don't think about this too much because it does scare me. But what even is Earth? Like, what even is underneath it? Like, what are we on right now? Everyone's saying it's like a floating rock, but if you just kept digging, would you just hit this floating rock?
In Hollow Earth, you'd keep going through. You go through bedrock, and then you would tunnel through into almost like another planet, pretty much, but on the inside.
It'd be like the inside of a cream egg, but you could walk along the walls.
Like an Easter egg, almost.
Yeah, like an Easter egg.
There you go.
The forbidden part of the world.
The thing is, to me, that is more plausible than flat Earth because we've been to space, we've seen Earth from space, but we've not dug down. One, we've not been to the bottom of the ocean. Two, we've not dug. How deep have humans dug? I don't know, actually, to be
Oh, the
honest.
deepest borehole is somewhere in Russia, I believe.
Right.
And even then, it's only literally not even getting near the center, the actual center of the Earth.
Okay. So,
What?
so how has science? Because it's just the science conjecture is that it's huge amounts of what lava and shit, isn't it?
Yeah, lava, magma, molten rock,
And how have they come to that
Yeah, true.
conclusion?
How would they know that
Yeah.
if we've not
volcanoes.
found it?
Oh, yeah, of course, volcanoes. How do Hollow Earth people
Yeah,
explain volcanoes?
that's breaches out. How do you think they keep warm? So obviously, it's quite a hot environment in there. Hence
Oh,
the
okay.
lizards.
So
While
they
the
use
dinosaurs are still alive.
so they use the volcanoes to expel
The,
heat.
yeah, the geothermals.
I see. I see.
There you go.
Okay. I don't think it's true, but I do think it's more plausible than flat Earth. I think. What do
Okay.
you think, Max?
I don't think it's true at all. I just find it hilarious.
Yeah, yeah.
That's one of my favourites.
It is quite funny and
There
interesting.
we go.
Well, wait, T, we haven't asked you actually.
Mm.
What is your verdict
Well,
on Hollow Earth?
I don't think it's true. I don't hope it's true. I'm honestly that I actually feel so uncomfortable after that conversation. I feel a bit scared. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
Beautiful. You got a couple, James? Throw them my
I
way.
will very quickly. There was one that we saw in this book that was that the royal family are all are aliens. More
Aliens. I've always thought they're
specifically,
lizards.
the British royal family.
Lizards.
Interesting.
No, this one says that they're lizards. Let me no, that they're aliens. Let me get the page
Mm,
up.
that's it. I've heard that. Actually, never heard that one before. I've heard the one where all elites of the planet are lizards, hence the hollowed Earth theory, where they come from.
Yes, yeah. The Windsor family were all sheltering from a World War II Luftwaffe bombing raid when a stray explosive hit their hideaway, killing them all. An alien spacecraft, which had been hovering above our planet since the death of Queen Victoria, took this opportunity to infiltrate humankind and replace them. It assumed their identities using shape shifting powers.
Whoa.
Okay.
Mm.
Right. That is very interesting. Technology by that point probably could evolve of
So,
disguises.
some of their evidence, this is true, is that
Mhm.
apparently Prince Philip is an avid UFO enthusiast.
Was, bless his soul.
Oh yeah, yeah, obviously. R.I.P. in peace. Apparently, it's not just a clandestine hobby. It's because he's the leader. He was the leader of the pack. Maybe he's returned. He's returned to the spacecraft.
He has. That's
That
it.
that's why he died.
His time is up.
Yeah, so he's gone back. Fair
You're
Completed his
saying it like
mission.
it actually is true.
Yeah. Prince Philip's position as the senior extraterrestrial family member has been questioned on occasion, although there is no doubting that he was one of the first royal aliens.
Interesting. That is good. I have to do a bit more
Said,
research myself on that one.
they've said the disguise is clearly an early model. Just look at the size of the top of his head and ears.
Oh my.
Apparently, ex-Coventry City goalkeeper and former sports presenter David Icke agrees with this conspiracy theory.
Excellent. What a good chat.
Interesting.
Yep. And apparently their refreshment of choice is human blood.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Of course.
Of course, that's
People
perfect
say that,
sense.
don't they? Say that if you drink human blood, you look younger or something.
It's if you transfer young blood into your own body to rejuvenate the system.
Right. That's the one.
Really?
Yes.
That's why vampires look so young.
Yes, always. That's how they stay immortal.
Do you believe in vampires, Max?
No.
Yeah, fair enough.
No, they're wiped us out by now if it happened.
No,
That is
vampires aren't real.
yes, they are, T.
No, they're not.
Wasn't Twilight a documentary?
Yeah. Oh no, the vampires in Twilight suck. Like they got rid of. I never watched the movies, but I watched someone did a video last week on the Twilight, and they changed half of the vampires' powers in it. Like they can walk around in the sunshine in
Well, they
Twilight.
glitter, don't they?
Yeah, they glitter.
That makes no sense.
I know. No, I don't believe in vampires. You're right. They would have wiped us out by now. Yeah. Do you have any
A witch is real.
witches?
Yeah, because people study witchcraft and stuff, and they try and like cast a spell on people. So
Or the
I don't know
occult.
if that's.
Or...
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's more of a cult than a thing, isn't it?
Witches aren't real. No, that's just white women with interesting hobbies.
Jesus, James.
I'm sorry, but if you've been on TikTok and you've seen the witchy people, it's only ever white women. Am I correct, Max?
I don't tend to look at that stuff on TikTok, mate.
Fair enough.
You know, it customises your feed for things you're interested in. Just saying. So.
Oh, this was a conspiracy that I did want to talk about. One that I do think is true. Okay,
Yep.
so buckle up for this one, guys. That obviously TikTok is
Yep.
a Chinese invention.
Mm-hmm.
And how it works, obviously, you've got TikTok, Max, is that you
Yep.
have a For You page, you like videos that you like, and it pushes videos that they think you'll like at you on your For You page, right?
Yep.
Apparently, if you are a Chinese person and you're using TikTok in China, the videos that will be pushed to the top of your feed is young Chinese people doing skills, carpentry, woodworking, building houses, getting good degrees, Chinese people getting good grades, being engineers. Yet the Chinese
Educational.
educational ones, yet the Chinese app in England, in the UK, what stuff do they push towards your feed? People's arses, stupid dances, weird little memes.
That rhymed. I like that.
It is.
But I agree with that one.
Yeah, I reckon it's real. They push what they want you to see.
Exactly, and that what they're
Because
trying
it does
to
seem
do.
so
They try
strange. Sorry, how TikTok's like kicked it off over the past 2 years, over when obviously everyone's been in lockdown and stuff, and so many people have just gotten famous from doing dances.
Yeah,
That is literally like
Is
how
this
they've
the
become
stable
famous.
Western society?
that's what
There we go.
honestly, that's what I think they're trying to do, and it's like social engineering. So that one, the young people of our countries now just want to, not all of them obviously, but a lot of them just want to get famous by doing the bare minimum, and that's how they want to make money. And whereas now in
Yeah,
China, all of the young people get an influence to want to do engineering, want to do these amazing smart things.
Doctor,
Yeah,
carpentry, actual hands-on, proper real-life things instead of just sitting down in front of a computer all day.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I say as I make money off
it's
of
weird though because TikTok
recording
can be
voices.
so educational.
No, TikToks can be. No, I'm
It
just saying
can
about.
be so
Yeah.
educational.
I know, yeah. Even when, see, I like a lot of educational stuff, but then it's still every like fifth or sixth video is another
Right.
educational one.
I'm gonna do this live. Here we go. Let's see what's on my TikTok feed. I'll name every single video that the first 5 that pops up. This could be anything. Okay, first video. It is court case with the M&Ms.
Oh, like that.
Oh,
Video
go
1.
on.
There you
That one
go.
should be on everyone's feed.
Number 1.
See?
Number 2. A video game I play called Smite. They're advertising that because they got a new season out. So that's
Okay.
understandable.
Some could argue that's
3,
educational.
something about work life, because I work in an office and something to do
Okay.
with office
There we
working.
go.
That's not too
4,
bad.
again, more office working.
Okay,
Right.
they're listening to us. They've
Right.
changed it.
Yeah.
And final video, a drunk person falling over for fun. So that's just
Oh,
funny.
Okay, so we've got out of those 5 videos, you've gotten what, maybe 2 that could be relevant?
No, I'd say they're all pretty relevant.
beneficial.
As in, like,
What's some of
educational.
No, that's just funny.
But T, go on your TikTok and tell us how many of yours you class as educational out of the first 5 that
All
you
right, bear
see.
with.
I've
All
classed
right,
yours as
on it.
educational, by the way, James.
Thank you.
So
It's
I've
alright.
got George Clarkey, who's doing some video, probably some rant or something, which is probably not educational, but it is funny.
Not
We've just got this weird thing of someone posting a picture of themselves
okay, not
and saying
educational.
that they've been hacked on Instagram. How to make a protein drink before the gym. That's quite educational.
Yeah, we give thumbs up to that one.
Oh, how to make crepe quesadillas by Brad the Boxer. That's a cool one. I do like cooking videos, and Brad the Boxer is very good.
Okay, so again, it's 2 out of 5.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
so
James, you going to try yours?
yeah, alright, screw it. We'll go on mine.
Come
We
on.
just
Gosh,
First one is we just got a woman using a stupid filter.
lovely.
We've got Jack Whitehall doing some stand-up, so that's not
Some
educational.
would argue that's educational.
We've got a very awkward meme guy. He's very funny, but not educational. Always Sunny in Philadelphia bloopers. Love
Educational.
those. And Family Guy. So
None of yours was.
none of mine. I am
Yours is
literally,
very relevant to you though, TV and
yep.
like comedy.
I am China's bitch. Literally with that feed. That's not good, is it?
It's good. So is that on the court case, China's engineering us for
That one I
disaster?
100% agree with.
Thumbs up. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, thumbs
TikTok's
up.
dodgy to me. Like I'm addicted to it, but that's probably a bad thing.
Do you remember
Mm.
when it first became really popular and everyone was saying you can't use it to get it off because China's data mining us?
Yes,
Um,
I remember that.
that is a thing. It's 100% true, but they just made it so that people stop worrying about it.
I don't
That
know
is,
how they managed to manipulate us all to be
Because
like, "Oh
people
yeah,
just
we'll
forgot.
download it again."
yep. But we still all got it and use it. So,
Yeah,
I
I
barely
use it
use it, to be
way too
honest.
much.
mm. You use it loads, T.
Yeah, especially at the moment when I'm fucking locked in my room with COVID.
Yeah, we will give you the benefit of the doubt this week.
It is my most used social media, and I know that is very bad.
What's yours, Max? What's your most used social media?
Oh, depends. It's either going to be Facebook groups, those zesty memes,
Oh
or
god,
Instagram.
you
Yeah.
love them.
I do.
Hello there, I'm Johnny Depp, and you're listening to the Court Case Podcast.
Do you subscribe to the lizard theory?
Yes, of course I do. That's why I'm here, James. That's why I've got my tinfoil hat. Of course I subscribe to it.
Fair
I
enough.
don't know what this is.
All of the conspiracy theory is that almost all of the people in power are
The elites.
the elites are lizards.
Why lizards? Why not elephants or something?
Because
Li-
can an elephant fit into a human-shaped skin suit?
yeah, come on, T.
Snakes
Use your
can though, so
brain.
why not snakes?
They're a lizard.
Well, snakes don't have arms. Also, snakes are a type of lizard.
Oh. If this has taught me anything,
Okay,
I should probably do some research.
here's another one that I want to throw at you
Mm.
guys, which is very similar, which we've mentioned it a couple of times so far. The Illuminati.
Yeah, I reckon it's real, purely because it's a group of powerful people all just wanting to be together. There you go.
I have a question.
100%.
I don't know how I feel about the Illuminati. I tend to not look at stuff about it because it does freak me out. But what do we believe? What's it called? The Bermuda Triangle.
Bermuda Triangle. When I was a lot younger, I thought it affects me a lot more than it currently does. It's already been proven, hasn't
Same.
it?
I thought that too.
Yeah, it's already been proven, hasn't it? What happens there?
Yeah, it's weird.
Apparently, there's like large methane deposits underneath the earth there, and they rise up.
I don't understand how it happens though.
It's just naturally just gas escaping.
So what? So you know, like when that plane disappeared, did it actually disappear into the Bermuda Triangle?
Amelia Earhart's plane. That probably didn't. It probably flew in there, hit some bad turbulence, and crashed.
It's never been discovered. That's all.
One question that I did have was, out of all of the celebrities and the higher ups, which ones do you think are most likely members of the Illuminati?
Or
Oh.
I reckon anyone with obscene amounts of money. So like the Bezos, your Zuckerbergs, your Musks.
Yeah, yeah. I think I was going to say that Jeff Bezos and stuff. I think Bill Clinton, I think is probably a member.
Do
So
you think then those people, they become a part of, because they obviously get money and then become a part of it. Do they know about it beforehand, or do they earn their money and then know about it? Do you know what I
they
mean?
probably earn their money, then get an invitation to somewhere very exclusive, and then all of a sudden they'll be
Yeah.
approached by someone else who is very, very
Because I
rich and
wondered if
famous.
it's like push to get into the business, and then they're like, "Oh shit! Now I'm earning big bucks. I can go and get involved in this Illuminati
No,
shit."
Yeah.
I reckon they get approached. And I don't even think it's called the Illuminati. I think it's just we don't even know what it is.
Yeah, true.
Here's a conspiracy theory that's really recent that I
Mhm.
think I've only seen one person mention it on Reddit, and which I think could hold some water. So obviously Jeffrey Epstein went to
Yeah.
prison and then he killed himself, but obviously didn't kill himself because he had that island that loads
Mhm.
of celebrities and higher ups went to and fiddled with
Yeah.
kids and young
Oh, that's so
sex
bad.
traffickers and stuff. And obviously his partner, Ghislaine Maxwell, had her trial recently and obviously
Mhm.
was found guilty and sent to prison. And she had a trial where she was accused of sex trafficking, and none of her customers were brought to justice at all, right? And now all of a sudden, it's only been like a week or so, a couple weeks, month tops, since Ghislaine Maxwell's been sent to prison,
Mhm.
and suddenly everyone in the media, in the news, is pushing how awful like Joe Rogan is and trying to cancel him. And I see every news article is a new thing that he's done wrong. I think they're pushing his name and giving them someone to rally behind to get people to just forget about that and not
Mhm.
question who the customers were that were buying these sex trafficked people.
I I think they're starting to see, because Joe Rogan's one of the biggest media platforms on the planet at the moment, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
He
Yeah.
gets more viewers than most of the traditional news, and they feel extremely threatened by him, so they're going to try and destroy him somehow.
I think that's true as well because literally I've been going on Reddit the past few days
Yeah.
and it's a new thing that
Mhm.
they're trying to find. They're like, so first it was Joe Rogan misinformation.
Yeah.
That didn't work. Spotify didn't take him down. So they're like, oh, Joe Rogan said the N word a few times.
So
That's not
okay.
worked. They've not taken him down. Now there's one came out this morning that was like Joe Rogan laughed at someone in some sexual misconduct story and stuff. And they're just trying to mine for anything.
They're getting desperate,
Yeah.
and he's immune to it all because he just doesn't care. He's like, okay,
Yeah. Hats off to him,
yeah.
to be fair. But
Everyone has their personal growth.
it does shock me that
Mhm.
it doesn't shock me, but it worries me that Ghislaine Maxwell went to prison and we don't know who any of the people were that bought the people that she was selling.
Yeah.
Unless they're keeping it hush to get to get as much information as they possibly can, type thing,
Yeah, yeah, maybe.
so it doesn't compromise any future investigations.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good point. What do you think happened to Madeleine McCann?
Oh, I
Oh,
think it's
her parents, absolutely.
child endangerment.
That
Something
is
went
the
wrong.
correct answer, in my
She's
opinion.
not
Mm.
still out there, like
No,
wandering around with her kidnapper. I don't
No,
think.
no way. Not 100%. She is dead.
And I do feel like it's either going to be something that will never ever be admitted,
Mm.
or they will admit it like on their deathbed when they know they're not going to get done for it, kind of thing.
Their doctors, they used the wrong dose of sleeping pills on their daughter so that she wouldn't wander around while they went down to have tapas. They accidentally killed her. They did something with the body, and they said that she was missing.
yep,
It's
Yeah,
that
easy as
simple.
that.
They fucking they washed her teddy bear.
it's
If your
disgusting.
daughter was missing, you would want the smell. You would want the comforting
Find
smell
anything to
on your teddy bear.
It's
100%.
messed up, and the amount of money that they like given this family and they put into the investigation, and they're sitting there and everyone is like pointing their finger at them, and no one's investigating that further.
The
Concerning.
half of the money raised on the Madeleine McCann charity they used to remortgage their house.
Aha.
Yeah.
My gosh.
Terrible people they both are, the McCanns.
Yeah, I don't know why their family hasn't like properly been investigated.
What I wonder, right, is
Well,
obviously
because they're being paid off, obviously, but
there's 2 other, is it daughters? Twin daughters that they've got?
Oh,
Yeah.
there? I didn't even know this.
Yeah, there's
yeah,
2
they've
other
got more kids. I don't know who.
Right.
When they come of age, do you reckon the McCanns will ever tell them the truth? Or do you reckon they will?
Oh, absolutely not.
The lie's been going on too far.
Yeah, it's too deep now. I feel like this is a lie that they'll take to the grave, and it's just going to be between the two of them, the
Yeah.
husband and wife. I don't even think that the people that they were on holiday with, their friends, know,
No.
because they wouldn't trust them. They could
Yeah.
easily go behind them. There's not enough blackmail in the world for someone to keep that from the police. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We're coming towards the end. If anyone,
Oh.
we have we've had this person, this listener, bombarding me with messages to try and cover this.
Oh my
Okay,
God,
okay.
yeah.
You should start off with that, James. Come on.
Yeah, I know, but the thing is, I want to do my research into it.
Okay.
And I want to do a
I wonder if
whole-
bring it up. I wonder if Max knows about it.
Yeah, it's called Prayer Man, the conspiracy theory is.
I don't know this.
And it is something to do with the gist that I've gotten so far is that the guy that shot JFK, Lee Harvey Oswald, like it wasn't really him, it was someone else.
Grassy knoll, mate. Grassy knoll.
Yeah, something like that. But I need to research it properly and do a whole episode on it because the guy, he's been sending me emails, he's been replying to Facebook, he's been commenting on all the Facebook pictures. So he's desperate for us to cover it. And so we will, I think his name was Sam. Sam, we'll cover it for you. Just I need to put work into it first.
Perfect.
So watch this space.
100%.
But thank you so much for coming on, Max. It was a joy.
No worries.
I
Always
feel
have to put a
like-
bit of smiles and laughs.
And hopefully, if the response is good, we can have you on as the regular conspiracy theorist. And
Oh, you're going to be our conspiracy theory guy.
yeah.
I better make a fresh tinfoil hat then.
Yeah.
Can you get us one next time?
Yeah, I'll make you a special one.
Nice.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Max, for coming on. We
No
really
worries.
appreciate it. And we will see everyone else next week.
Bye.
Bye-bye.